Now, our next talker is Ruben Munoz Cortes from the University in Valencia. He is the clinical psychologist at the Spanish OIFE Foundation, and he has a PhD in clinical and health psychology.
Good morning. I'm Ruben Munoz, psychologist at the Spanish Foundation of Osteogenesis Imperfecta, Fundación OIFE. I would like to thank OIFE for the invitation and to the audience for your attendance. I apologize in advance because my English is not perfect, and because of that I'm going to need to read my presentation, but I try to do my best, and I hope everybody understand me. In this communication, chronic pain in adults with OI and its relationship to appraisal, coping, and quality of life, a cross-sectional study, I will provide a brief summary of the main results of the study about chronic pain in OI that we carried out with the University of Valencia. The authors have nothing to disclose. And regarding to chronic pain, in the last years, so many studies have focused on pain in OI as the main variable. And at this moment, we have more information. What we know about chronic pain is that it's present and is frequent in both pediatric and adult population with OI. In several studies, the percentage of individuals experience pain frequently was above 80% of the participants. It appears that pain persists despite pharmacological and not pharmacological treatments. It affects daily activities, such climbing stairs, such walking, such sitting for long periods, reducing quality of life. Correlations have been found between chronic pain and fatigue. It seems to occur across all types of OI, regardless the severity. The presence of pain and the fear of experiencing it inhibit many behaviors, becoming a cause of disability. And pain is located in multiple parts of the body, although the primary area of pain is usually the back. With the intention of contributing to the knowledge about chronic pain in the adult population with OI, we initiated this research project in collaboration with University of Valencia in 2017. And the objective was to understand the frequency and the characteristics of pain in the population with OI and how it related to some psychological variables such as personality, appraisal, coping, and quality of life. We designed a cross-sectional, descriptive, and correlational study, and we evaluate some variables like socio-demographic and clinic variables, pain parameters, pain appraisal, pain coping strategies, personality traits, interference of pain with daily activities, and quality of life. We developed an online survey with a duration of 20-30 minutes, which include the questionnaires mentioned in the previous slide. It was available for 6 months, from June 2018 to January 2019. And it was available in both Spanish and English, and in people with OI over 18 years old, with or without pain, are eligible to participate. It was distributed through social media, emails, newsletters, with the collaboration of organizations in different countries, such as AUCE, AMOI, OIFE, OIFE, BBC, etc. And once the survey was finished, we start with that analysis. And we have here some of the results. Regarding to the sample, we had 418 participants, ranging from 18 to 85 years old, with a mean age of 41 years old. We have participants from over 30 nationalities, although the countries with the highest representation were Spain, United States, and United Kingdom. Regarding the severity of the OI in the participants, 46% reported mild severity, 40% moderate, and only 14% severe. And finally, 76% of the participants were women, and 24% were men. Up to 70% had not received biphosphonate treatment in the past 2 years. And similarly, over 70% of the participants did not receive physiotherapy care, and the majority did not engage in sport activities. Regarding to the pain, up to 55% of the sample reported experienced daily pain, 16% several times a week, and 12% several times a month. Only 16% of the sample experienced pain rarely or not at all. And the pain lasted more than 6 months in 97% of the sample. The main area of pain was the back, followed by the pelvis and legs, and pain interfering with various activities, with the most affected being sport activities, household tasks, and work. And regarding to quality of life, mental health remained average population-wise, although physical health was perceived as more affected. These findings are aligned with other studies that indicate preserved mental health and a high level of life satisfaction in population with OI. When analyzing the relationship between variables, we observed that pain frequency and intensity show a significant but not highly elevated correlation with age and the number of lifetime fractures. Likewise, an increase in pain frequency and intensity was related to increased interference with daily activities and a decline in physical and mental health. Finally, we did not find significant correlations between pain and the severity of OI, the use of biphosphonates, physiotherapy, and sport activities. However, this lack of some of these relationships, we think, that may be due to the cross-sectional nature of this study. The increase of pain interference in pain in daily activities, was also associated with a decrease in quality of life. Regarding the cognitive appraisal of pain, we observed that as the perception of pain as threatening increased, so does the frequency, intensity, and interference of pain with daily activities. Furthermore, as more threatening appraisal of pain is associated with a decline in physical and mental health. Okay. Regarding the studied coping strategies, they show not a very significant relationship with interference in daily activities. And finally, participants' personality dimensions were evaluated following the constant McBride 5-factor model. Personality dimensions align with the general population's average with no significant difference. This suggests that the experience related to the condition do not exert a significant influence on the development of personality in people with OI. Regarding the relationship between different personality traits and pain, only neuroticism and extraversion seem to present significant findings. Higher levels of neuroticism are associated with greater pain frequency and intensity, as well as a tendency to perceive it as more threatening. And on the contrary, higher levels of extraversion are significantly related to lower pain frequency and intensity and less threatening perception. In conclusion, we observe that pain is frequent in the adult population with OI, interfering with daily activities and affecting quality of life. The way individuals think about their pain seems to be related to their experience and how it affects daily activities. Personality traits appear to play a role as a vulnerability or protective factor in the experience of pain. And psychological interventions aimed to managing thoughts and behavior related to pain could improve people's quality of life. For more information of the study, we refer to the doctoral thesis in Spanish, in this case, or the published article in English. And this study has been possible thanks to the funding from Fundación OIFE. And that's all. Thank you very much for your attention.
We have a little bit of time left. Question? Thank Thank you very much to all the speakers, and sorry for urging you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kathy Raggio from Hospital for Special Surgery in New York. Thank you for a great presentation. My question is, 60 to 70% of the general population has back pain as an adult. And you presented about 70% of the OI population as an adult has back pain. So where's the difference, number one? And number two is, what I'm thinking, and I could be wrong, is this back pain shifted? So the general population generally looks at 60 years old and above getting back pain. Mm-hmm. Is it coming at 40 and above in the OI population? Are we just shifting so we move our aging down a decade or two?
Okay. I think I'm gonna need someone to translate me because, like, I know I don't have very good English. I don't know if someone. No sé.
Que la doctora está preguntando es que en la población adulta en general se puede llegar a ver dolor, back pain, dolor de espalda en un 60 o 70% de la población. Los resultados son similares con OI. Lo que ella quiere saber es si a vos te parece que lo que está sucediendo es en forma más temprana, alrededor de los 40, 50 años, o no, porque en general en la población adulta sin OI esto sucede a partir de los 60, 70 años.
Okay, I understand now. Sorry. Yes, I think that OI occurs before 60 years old because we found a correlation between age and chronic pain in this sample, but this correlation is not very high. If the chronic pain appears at 60 years old, back pain at 60 years old, was related with age and not with OI, I think that we found a strong correlation between age and chronic pain, and it doesn't the case in this study. So I think that could be relation with OI and not only with age.